Alrighty, so got all my marks on here. I believe now. We'll have to see about this. Have to see if it all works out there. I don't know. Like I said, I believe. But you know how some people are. Some people believe they can fly. So we'll just have to see. I don't know if it'll do or not. We will just have to see. But anyway, I'll show you what I did. I knew I had to take an inch off of this side over here to make it right on that side over there. So let me show you what I did. I measured from an inch from the edge of my board. I got an inch mark. Then I measured from the mark to here. That's how I figured out. Oops. Then I measured from my mark here to here. That's how I figured out how big I wanted my scribe piece, okay? So here, let me, I need to do a little more mark on that right there. I think I will, but anyway, I may not do it when I'm trying to do it. But anyway, what I did, I put this against here like this, and I got just a little bit of slide in place. So I take it all the way over where it will go, mark here, and then you see I got me a little mark right there to the side. I come over here on this flat part, get me a mark right across the top, and I take it to just a little bit how much expansion I want, which is right to that point there, okay? So you can see I got about maybe a 1/4 inch from that corner to from this corner to the green, to the edge of the building right there. So I put it over and I got me a mark right there. That is, then I just take the two marks, connect them like that. Same thing over here, give myself expansion past the weld. Let's see, get my mark, same thing here, all the way over till it stops in the little flat spot right there. I put me a mark right there. Well, this is where I first started, so there ain't a mark there. I started my marks right here, and you can see. So that's how I did it. You see the extra black lines? I tried that first with I can't remember what it's called. A compass. And I was like, yeah, I ain't gonna trust that because I bet I ain't got that straight. You can see right here, I knew I didn't have it straight. When I get 2 or 3 different marks that far apart, I was like, yeah, I'm not holding it straight. So that didn't work. That's when I come up with this. And this, how I got this, I put my board here against this, pushed it over, and I measured the distance from the back of the board to the front of this, 1.5 inches. So I went from the high point here, 1.5 inches, same thing over there. And then I made me a line straight over from, it's actually 1.5 inches further here, just a little less, and that way it'll go underneath here. So that's how I got it all marked out. Let's make the cut and see if it works. Okay. I now have these all cut, and I individually tested them one by one before I actually stuck them all together. Everything seems like it's gonna fit good. I will say I had to put a notch on that corner right there, and right here, I took that little point off where I forgot to cut it right there. So I had 2 little parts I've had to trim up so far. Now I've got it all put together, and I've got that second row there for stability. Let's check it out and see how it does. Moment of truth right here, son. Did it do it or did it not? Okay, I can live with that. Those results will be just fine by me. Now, I will have to pull it out just a hair to get me a little expansion, because all of these are, I pushed it until all of those touched. I do have one spot This one right here is quite wide, but you can also see the weld down there that I had to get around. But I tell you what, that same thing right there is that weld. But outside of that, I am pleased. I am pleased. So this one right here also has got a big gob of weld right there. And that one, I'm glad that I did get them a little distant like that, just so it wasn't a problem. I'm happy. I am happy with it. Worked out just fine. I tell you what, we got that done. Singe, it's a piece of cake now. Let's get to it. Okay, back out here in my office again, and I'm gonna I've got this all marked out now, except for the last board because it goes under, and the first board because it goes under down there as well. Now that I got all this marked out from point to point, what I'm gonna do now is take this little piece and I'm gonna connect all of these cross points from here to there, from here to there, from here to there, here to there, and so on and so on, all the way down through here, and I'll show you what it looks like after that. All right, so I've got a few of these down here. You can, I'm sure, see what it's looking like now. All the insets and outsides and stuff like that. Fixing to go out there, or no, actually I'm not gonna go out there. I'm gonna scribe and snap, or score and snap rather, because I don't wanna be outside, it's super cold, but nonetheless, this is what it looks like. I'm gonna get it cut and we'll see how it fits. Okay, we now have it complete. Turned out pretty good. I actually messed up a little bit and did some trimming I didn't need to do. I went out there, I numbered all my boards and came back in and put them down. And I actually started with number 2. I started putting it right here and it didn't fit just right, so I went and did a little trimming. You can see I knocked this piece off of it, and I just did a little bit more here and there. See this? That didn't need to be done. When I realized it come down here, I was like, well, crap. All right, whatever. Anyway, it's just my office, so I ain't stressing it too bad. But anyway, everything turned out real nice. The way I did the scribing worked out beautifully. Real happy with that. Everything turned out good. So anyway, there was a spot, see here, because my scribe piece would get just a little bit of an angle, it caused my mark to be over that way further. I thought about taking my edge, see here, same thing on this one, it caused my mark to be over this way. I thought about taking my squaring it on the bottom. It looks awful bright right there because I got my adjustment set up because it's a little bit dark in here. But anyway, I thought about taking my piece here, squaring it up on the back of it, and then putting my scribe piece up against it like that. That way it would have been all square with the actual flooring. But doing this, if you get it just a little bit crooked or something like that, the mark will be over, you know, considerably amount of much, rather than having it completely straight. So that's what happened right here, and right there is a little far also. But again, it's just my office, and it is underneath all this down here. It's underneath that, and also it is tucked under this wall up here where I undercut this whole wall, so won't have to do any trim there. Anyway, completely done with the floor now. Let me fix this lighting real quick. Okay, there we go. So I'm completely done with the floor now. Before, I'm gonna clean it up right quick, and then I got a little square down there where I was letting my grandkids play. You see the little bean bags while I was marking out these boards. But anyway, fixing to start moving stuff out here from my other office. Before I do that, I'm probably going to put some shelves right over here. I'll see exactly how far Let's see how much they're gonna stick out away from the wall. You guys seen I got shelves all in my office with supplies and stuff like that for my store. So I'm probably gonna take and put those right here on this wall here, because I know my desk is gonna go up on this corner. That's why I put my internet over here. But anyway, before I cover this wall up with shelves, I want to paint it. So I'm gonna measure for shelves, go see how much I need to cover the wall with paint and get that portion painted. I don't really care about the ceiling, I just want the walls. So I'll probably just stop like right there. I won't go up above that. I'll leave that little bitty band. I'll just go up above the actual right there, the electric lines. I'll paint them, paint the boxes, and that'll be good. But anyway, I'll see how far down I need to come this way with the paint, get that painted, and start moving stuff out here. Ready to do it. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this. Just a little bit of fun stuff to do here at De La Casa. I still have to do a transition right here, but that's okay. I'll do that at a later date. Right now, the main goal is get this painted, start getting stuff out of here so my wife can start doing stuff on the inside as far as getting the kids' rooms switched, painted, and all that stuff. Our house is it's kind of a wreck right now because we're painting. My daughter just got done painting the bathroom. Treva has got stuff all off the walls, got patch on the walls, filling holes and all that kind of stuff. So getting ready to paint and do everything in there. I'll be putting some more flooring in the house really soon as well. So anyway, this is it. I hope you guys enjoyed.